Storage technology has reached an incredible point, and Gen 5 solid-state drives are now delivering speeds that were almost unimaginable just a few years ago. After comparing some of the most exciting options available, I picked 5 standout drives that offer exceptional performance for gaming, content creation, professional workloads, and next-generation computing. Kicking off the list is the Fanxiang S910 Max Pro, a drive that proves you do not need a premium brand name to get seriously impressive Gen 5 performance. On paper, the speed ratings are eye-catching, but what impressed me most is how responsive the drive feels during everyday use. Large game installations finish quickly, massive project files transfer in seconds, and demanding multitasking workloads never seem to slow it down. A major reason for that smooth experience is the combination of DRAM cache and dynamic SLC caching. Those technologies help maintain speed consistency when moving large amounts of data, something that many budget-focused drives struggle with. Whether you are editing high-resolution video, working with large datasets, or running several demanding applications at once, the drive remains surprisingly composed. The new 6nm controller also deserves credit. It reduces power consumption while keeping temperatures more manageable than many early Gen 5 drives. Although I would still recommend pairing it with a motherboard heatsink or aftermarket cooler, thermal behavior is generally better than expected. Compatibility is another strong point. It works across modern Intel and AMD platforms and remains backward compatible with older PCIe generations, making future upgrades easier. The main limitation is brand recognition. Some buyers naturally feel more comfortable with established storage giants. Still, the actual performance speaks for itself. For users wanting flagship-class Gen 5 speeds without paying top-tier pricing, the Fanxiang S910 Max Pro is an easy recommendation and one of the best value-focused drives in this category. At number 4 is the X15000 Pro, a drive that focuses heavily on balancing extreme performance with efficiency. In a market where many Gen 5 drives push raw speed at the expense of heat output, this model takes a more refined approach, and that becomes noticeable during extended workloads. The first thing I noticed was how stable the drive remained under pressure. Long file transfers, intensive content creation projects, and heavy gaming sessions all felt consistent from start to finish. Thanks to its dedicated LPDDR cache and dynamic SLC technology, latency stays low and responsiveness remains excellent even when the workload becomes demanding. Its next-generation controller plays a significant role here. The smart power management system helps reduce energy consumption while maintaining strong performance. That might not sound exciting at first, but lower power draw often translates into less heat and more sustainable long-term operation, especially inside compact systems. The included heatsink is another welcome addition. Many Gen 5 drives require extra cooling investments, but this package arrives ready to handle demanding workloads right out of the box. For gamers, that means fewer worries about thermal throttling during marathon sessions. For creators, it means stable performance during rendering and large file exports. Where the X15000 Pro really shines is versatility. It feels equally comfortable in a gaming machine, a professional workstation, or a system dedicated to artificial intelligence development and complex modeling tasks. Its only drawback is that it faces fierce competition from better-known manufacturers. However, based purely on real-world performance, the X15000 Pro earns its place on this list. Anyone wanting a balanced blend of speed, cooling, and efficiency should seriously consider this drive. Taking the third position is the crucial P510, a drive that approaches Gen 5 storage from a different angle. Instead of chasing benchmark records, it focuses on delivering a practical balance of speed, reliability, efficiency, and value. For many users, that combination actually makes more sense than buying the fastest drive available. One of the things I appreciate about the P510 is how approachable it feels. Installation is straightforward, compatibility is broad, and performance improvements are immediately noticeable. System boot times become nearly instantaneous, applications launch faster, and modern games load significantly quicker than on previous generation drives. The integrated heatsink is particularly useful because it helps maintain stable performance without requiring additional accessories. During extended gaming sessions and large file transfers, the drive stays composed and avoids the aggressive thermal behavior often associated with early Gen 5 models. Another strength is efficiency. Crucial has managed to reduce power consumption compared with many competing Gen 5 drives, which is especially beneficial for laptops and compact desktop systems. Less power draw often means lower temperatures and quieter operation overall. The included software bundle also adds practical value. The cloning software simplifies upgrades from older drives, while the creative software subscription provides an unexpected bonus for content creators. Its biggest limitation is straightforward. There are faster Gen 5 drives available. Enthusiasts chasing absolute benchmark dominance may want something higher on this list. However, for gamers, home users, and professionals who want dependable next-generation performance without overspending, the crucial P510 strikes an excellent balance and remains one of the smartest Gen 5 purchases available. The runner-up might surprise some viewers because the WD Black SN850X is technically a Gen 4 drive rather than a Gen 5 model. Even so, it earns its position because real-world performance remains exceptional, and in many gaming scenarios, the difference between high-end Gen 4 and Gen 5 storage is smaller than benchmark numbers suggest. What continues to make the SN850X so impressive is its focus on gaming. Everything about this drive feels optimized for delivering a smoother gaming experience. Load times are extremely short, texture streaming is fast, and support for technologies like direct storage helps future-proof gaming performance. Western Digital also deserves credit for its software ecosystem. The WD Black dashboard provides useful monitoring tools and unlocks Game Mode 2.0, which fine-tunes performance for gaming workloads. It is one of those features that adds practical value rather than existing purely for marketing. The optional heatsink version remains one of the best-looking storage solutions available, but more importantly, it helps maintain consistent performance during long gaming sessions. Thermal management is excellent, and reliability has been proven through years of use by enthusiasts and professional gamers alike. Capacity options are another major advantage. With configurations reaching several terabytes, it becomes easy to keep a large game library installed without constantly managing storage space. The only reason it does not take the top spot is simple. Gen 5 drives now offer significantly higher peak speeds for professional workloads and heavy content creation. Still, for dedicated gamers who prioritize proven reliability, excellent software support, and outstanding real-world performance, the WD Black SN850X remains one of the strongest drives you can buy. Claiming the number one position is the Fanxiang 9100 Pro with heatsink, and after testing the competition, it feels like the most complete Gen 5 drive currently available. This is not simply a fast solid-state drive. It is a storage platform built to handle everything from advanced gaming to professional creative work and artificial intelligence workloads. Performance is remarkable. Large project files move almost instantly, demanding applications launch without hesitation, and intensive workloads that would overwhelm older drives feel effortless. What stands out even more is how consistently the drive delivers that speed. Many high-performance drives produce impressive benchmark numbers but struggle under sustained loads. The 9100 Pro maintains its composure exceptionally well. Samsung's advanced controller design plays a huge role here. Improved power efficiency helps control temperatures while still pushing performance to elite levels. Combined with the integrated heatsink, thermal throttling becomes far less of a concern, even during prolonged rendering sessions or massive data transfers. Another major advantage is capacity. With options reaching up to 8 terabytes, this drive offers enough space for extensive game libraries, professional video projects, complex development environments, and demanding creative workflows without compromise. The Samsung Magician software remains one of the strongest storage management suites available. Firmware updates, health monitoring, optimization tools, and security features are all presented in a polished and user-friendly package. The biggest drawback is price. Premium performance comes at a premium cost. However, for enthusiasts, professionals, and power users who want the best blend of speed, efficiency, reliability, and long-term value, the Fanxiang 9100 Pro with heatsink stands at the top of the Gen 5 SSD market and earns my strongest recommendation. That wraps up our picks for the best Gen 5 NVMe SSDs of 2026. From value-focused performers to absolute speed champions, each drive offers something unique. Which one would you choose for your next upgrade? Share your thoughts below, and do not forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more technology reviews.